Hey guys, my name's Tony from Build with A&E, and today we started a new project. We're doing a massive internal renovation, then we put in a two-storey and a single storey at the back. We've got here and we're literally smashing it apart as we always do the first couple of days. So the first thing that we always do, when we know the client's going to keep the block pave flooring, we cover it then. The underlay that comes out, some of it we can't use because it degrades very quickly. This stuff is really, really good. So what we're going to do is put this down first, then put the ply sheets on. We can then obviously use this area here then for the grab lorry, which will come along and take all of the excavation out of the back house. There's absolutely loads going on inside, so I do apologise for any noise and everything else, but you can imagine we're on site, we've got to crack on, get the job done, and then obviously get that skip full for tonight for the exchange tomorrow. So let's get on this side. So what we're going to be doing in here, where I've got PO, that means the plaster comes off. So obviously I've marked everything up. I came end of last week to mark everything up, what's expected, what they're all doing. The other thing is that we've done task lists. So we've got a whole list. So every guy who walks into this room, he knows what's going to be done in this room to make sure the productivity is really pushing forward. We've got a load bearing wall here. Obviously we've got to take this wall out later on. It will move that way. The coving's got to be templated, so we need to make sure Alan comes this week's templated, so when we drop all the plaster, the coving will all come down so we don't lose that mould, because the client wants it replicating. The other thing we're going to do is obviously replicate all the picture rails, replicate any architraves that we need, and then also replicate the skirting as well. Now the one thing we have found is on the ground floor, the skirting is different to the top floor, so what we're going to do is ask the client whether they want the skirting to be matched all the way through the house, or whether they want to keep it with the skirting at the top being one mould and then the skirting on the ground floor being another mould. So basically in here what we're going to do is going to lift these floors up, whatever the void is we can then make it up with insulation, concrete and MOT to bring it up to a proper substrate level, ready then for underfloor heating. As you know, we use a self-leveling concrete to give us a really nice flat base, then for the layer of DPM, then the insulation, then DPM, then the underfloor heating, then the finishing screed. But that's going to go all the way through into the new extension at the back, but obviously into all of the ground floor rooms, then into the hallway as well. So what Phil's doing at the moment is just getting all the templates ready to put on top of the staircase to protect the staircase, because we're going to be knocking off plaster there and we want to make sure we don't damage the wooden treads. But in here you can see straight away plaster's going to be taken off this wall, plaster's coming off this wall, this actual ceiling's coming down. I've marked up the relevant walls there, coving's got to go, plaster's got to come off this wall because we're going to do an insulated 65mm moisture check board going onto there. To obviously it's a 1930s house, it means that wall will be really well insulated from the inside. Then we've got a window aperture going in there as well. There was an extension at some time from this point of the old house, then moving this way. Now what's happening is the new extension we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be pushing out the back. This is going to be a single story pushed out to the back, and then a fourth we're then going two-story. But you can see this ceiling is going to be taken down. This window gets blocked up. We've sold this fireplace on eBay for the client. We've sold the fridge on eBay for the client. So let's now go into the kitchen. Let's start having a look what we're doing in the kitchen. So at the moment we're just now setting up the canteen. We've got Jazz and John the electrician here are doing all the site boards for us and getting all the 110 soid out. We're setting up the tea canteen. Ollie's extended that for us so we can tuck the fridge under. So this is going to be our canteen space area, and then obviously our sideboard where we can plug in transformers and everything. We've started to now gut the kitchen, which is over here. On the data sheet it just literally save the fridge because the client wants the fridge down into the workshop. We'll use the fridge while we're on site to keep the milk cold and everything else, but this is just completely gutting here. Going to take the ceilings down as well. We sold this on eBay. Now definitely guys, whenever you strip out a build, make sure you think where the client can make a little bit of extra money, and if they can by selling pieces that they're going to normally throw away, definitely got them on eBay. The rest of this let's get stripped out. This is a new guy who's come on with the team, so new member, Scott.
How you doing?
So a legend guy. I first met Scott at Jewson's, used to work in Jewson's, and then he's been on the building sites for a long time, and really versatile guy. He can plaster, he's a really good joiner as well, so it's a great addition to the team, so really pleased to have him on board. So what we're going to be doing, this is bedroom 2 now. So what we're going to be doing in here, that wall actually does get moved. We're going to leave the ceiling in here and then take off the plaster off this wall, because this is an external wall, it needs to be insulated. We've got the radiator off here now. We'll strip all the plaster off there. Yeah. We'll then fully insulate all that stud work to make it a lot more warmer than it is now with a load of Outtakes. All right, Pete? You can tell everybody's grafting. Everybody's in their t-shirts. Look, and I'm not in my t-shirt yet. So look, and then we'll strip off the plaster off here. Plaster's going to come off this wall here, so we're going to strip it all back. We're going to keep the skirtings, and let's move to the next room. We've taken out the airing covered shelves all the way around. We've kept them, put them to the storeroom. We're then going to strip all the plaster out of here, strip all the plaster off here, insulate this external wall, and then it'll be ready to go then. In here, we've got this stud wall that's coming down in here. So all this stud wall, all this is coming down. It's going to move that way a metre. The other thing that we're going to do, this is classed as bedroom 3. We're also taking off the plaster wall in here, leaving the ceiling in here. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's what we're doing in here. So this is a really easy, simple room. So really pleased with this one. In the bathroom in here, what's happening is Mark's just stripping all the stuff out now. We're going to keep the grower cage. That's why you're seeing the toilet over there in the basin, because we've sold this on eBay. And then obviously the toilet and the cistern we're going to reuse back in the new ensuite. A really good cistern, that is, concealed cistern. The one thing that we do in all of our bathrooms, we do not leave anything not stripped. So if you imagine when you come in here the next time, these walls will be completely bare stripped. You'll see brickwork, all this ceiling will come down, all of that will be gone, because anytime we do a bathroom, we like to make sure it's really bound braces with any tanking, any moisture board and things like that, guys. Okay, so as ever with any demolition, it's always great fun, because you can smash through the demolition really quite quickly. And to be honest, Pete and Alex have come up here, within 2 hours they've took out stud walls, door liners, frame liners up there. They're taking out all of the relevant stud work up here. You know, I think we all know how quickly it is to do demo work. Now the one thing coming through into here, this already had a big nib on it. Pete's already cut that out. We've stripped out skirtings and architraves. What we are going to do on here, plasterwork's got to come off here, but the one key thing is whenever you do a strip out, make sure all the core main things are out of the way. So when you do the plastering and the stripping here, there's no carpet grippers there. You don't want them in the way. You want to make sure your carpets are all out of the way. The only time we leave carpets on the floor is if we keep in the old Victorian floor, so we don't need to worry about damaging it. But now this is not the case on this. We'll strip off all this. Now we won't strip the plaster off this. The reason being, if you imagine the whole back end of this building, we're actually taking it all out. The whole lot is coming out. We're going to extend it then forward by about 1.5 meters, 2 meters. We're then putting a brand new roof straight on top as well, pitching back into the old existing roof. And then we've got bathrooms going in here. We've got a walk-in wardrobe going in here as well. So there's lots of stuff going on here, guys, okay? Now, walk into here. I apologise for the noise, but we've just got to crack on. You know what it's like, guys. Time is money, and Alex is doing a great job there, smashing through all the bits. It's coming out well, isn't it? Coming out, flying out. So what we've got going on, this is going to become a massive bedroom, and we've got a walk-in wardrobe and ensuite in there as well. And we've got plaster to come off this wall in here. We're not taking the plaster off this here, because obviously this is all part of the demo, this is all coming out. The one thing we've got to do is then structurally support all the way through this back elevation with acros down below as well up and above, because when we then start taking all of the walls out, we're going to make sure everything's then really well supported. So that is a quick fly around. Obviously as we're doing the brill, we'll bring a lot more to you, but it's just to give you an idea, guys. Okay, see you later. Can you feel it now?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna need to get a pin, mate.
I'm actually a trained paramedic. Can I take the finger off?
They say you're going to use every bit of the skip up, every bit of space, fill every gap. I hate not using a whole skip up, you know.
To make sure the productivity, can't say that properly, can I? To make sure the God, I can't say it in the mate. To make sure the productivity, no, I can't say it, not today. I'll say it later.